Our next designer is Marcel Jovine, and he was born in Italy and fought for the Italians in World War II, was captured and sent to the United States as a prisoner of war, and fell in love with an Italian-American singer that at the POW camp. He got repatriated in 45, came back to the U.S. in 46, and in the 1950s and 60s, he was a toy designer for the Ideal Corporation. So he was late in life, in his 40s, before he did anything numismatic related. This is the Ideal Blessed Baby doll that he designed in 1950. Not only did he design the doll, he created the plastic, which is very lifelike, used for the head. A lot of people remember this doll very fondly. Later, he did this creative toy set, and I'm skipping over because he did all kinds of things, all different kinds of toys throughout the 1950s. In 1961, he designed the Visible Man and Woman set, these plastic model kits. And they were just incredible. A lot of research went into these at the time, and they were extremely lifelike. One of the first earliest medals that I've seen, though it's by no means a service work, was this 1976 Medallic art calendar for the Bicentennial called The Spirit of America. And notice the obverse. It's like a parade. If you look at the very bottom, you see the astronaut taking the first step on the moon, and then you see the three Liberty Marchers from 1776. So as you go clockwise, you go through the history of the U.S., and these shots take you around the thing. And he liked to do stories in the round. So he's telling a heck of a story with all these characters on a medal. In 1976, he also got to do the Society of Medalists 95th piece, not anniversary, but 95th piece, the Yankee Doodle Dandy. He also was invited just a few years later to do the 101st medal for the Society of Medalists, Dreamer Dreams, and then also had a medieval procession. And Mako took this obverse a year or two later and mated it with a calendar reverse. He did three-dimensional sculptures. He loved horses. He was fascinated by them. In 1983, he got to do the American Numismatic Society 125th Anniversary Medal. The obverse, he used real castings from actual coins to help create the obverse. And this thing is huge. It's about 4 by 4 3/4 inches. And if you go to table 925 in the Bourse, you'll see one of these. This was done in bronze and sterling. This is another sculpture he did for the 1984 Olympics. I love this calendar medal, the Rime of the Ancient Mariner. If you look at the bottom on the obverse, you can see the reflection of the ship. He makes bronze look like water. It is just a phenomenal effect. This is a medal he did for Brookgreen Gardens. This was like a donor medal, and it's incredible. It probably took about 20 strikes or better to bring up this incredibly high relief. He got, again, to the art calendar of 1986. He did from 76 to about 89 or 90. He did every year a different art calendar. And there's just no way I could show you all of them. This is an 87, a gorgeous eagle, super high relief. So his first U.S. coin was the Constitution $5 gold, 1987. Then, as I mentioned earlier, he shared the Olympic $5 gold coin doing the reverse, and Elizabeth Jones, of course, did the obverse. He did the reverse of the 1990 Eisenhower Centennial. That's a really nice coin. This almost makes up for the horrendous Eisenhower circulating dollar. Not quite, but almost. So he gets to go back for the third time with the Society of Medalists in doing probably one of the largest struck medals ever done by the Medallic Art Company. It's 4 inches, but if you can't quite tell on the obverse with the creation sign as shown by Michelangelo, it's bowl-shaped. It's very concave, and therefore the reverse is very convex. So if you lay it on a table, it's almost 3/4 of an inch high at the center of the reverse. Okay, so the reverse shows sort of the evolutionary story of creation. The obverse shows the religious story of creation. It's a fantastic medal. It's just incredible. He got to do the 1990 U.S. Capitol Historical Society Supreme Court Bicentennial. 1991 Mount Rushmore half obverse. So we had a lot of Mount Rushmore coins in 1991. Reverse of the 1992 Baseball Olympic $1. And his last coin, the 2001 Capitol Commemorative half reverse that he co-designed with Alex Shigin. There's not much to this reverse. I don't know why it took two people to do it, but two people have their initials on this reverse.